back at it. Took a couple minute break. Should be ready to go now. Okay, so let's see what we're doing. Let me map this out too. Let's go dashboard dot big1.com. Is it dash? What's this? Check if there's a typo. Dash type. Damn it. Dashboard. There we go. This is my home lab dashboard with everything I have running. Let's see. We want to go to Excalidraw. Damn it. Okay, I don't have anything yet. Let's go. It's annoying. Okay, anyway, let's just, whoops, close that too. Let's do, I don't know. It's got, so right now what do we got? We got the auth web service and auth web service. Actually, let's take this. Like that, copy this. Auth web service has the well-known, and it's got, what else has it got? Well-known auth code, I'll go here. Well-known controller, JWK, authorized controller. Oops. Authorize. Let's make it a little bigger. Okay, let's go like this. No, let's go like that. Let's drag it down. Make this a little bigger. Copy well name, paste like that. Go like this. Pull that like that. Go like that. Go like that. Go like that. Put it there. Okay, so well-known has JWK, JWKS. So let's do this. JWK, JWKS, JWKS. And then authorize has middleware, nope, state, okay, that's the authorize endpoint. Actually, let's go back to here, authorize controller, OAuth. Is the OAuth path is OAuth. Okay, copy that up to, it's got authorize. Okay, authorize, it's got introspect. Copy this. Introspect. Okay, it's got introspect, it's got evoke. Revoke. Okay, let's go back. Revoke token, user info. Token. User info. Okay. guess we can make this a little bigger. Or let's make this. Okay. And I'll mark this existing. And also let's do this. What do they got? Let's copy this. Go like that. Actually, okay. What do they got? What do they got? What do they got? Let's do authorize interest vector evoke model interest vec state model middleware authorize state authorize controller. Let's go to authorize controller. What's it got in the state? Props. I gotta get it. I do not like how I did this. State auth manager props auth manager as auth manager. Okay. Auth controller auth. That's what auth there. State auth manager. State auth manager user info model. Okay, I don't know why that's there, but basically these have that's the request. That's the props controller state. So let's do two auth manager. Okay, and then what do the well-knowns have? JWK controller, JWK store. So okay, JWK store. So these have two JWK store. Okay. Okay, and then manager, token manager. So there's the auth manager, JWK. Okay, so this actually 5, and then we'll do contains, and then really there's so then there's a in memory where there's swap cache DB. Or put this right here. This will be local. Okay. Cool. So basically we're gonna have to break this relationship here. need to break this relationship. Should be easy. Okay, so it's existing. Okay. So now let's go and kind of model how you want to do this. New. Let's do. Let's make this a little bit. Okay. Alright, now what we're going to do is have to kind of like this. Do it like that. Okay, and then we'll do 2. So this will actually go down here. Let's do slash auth slash woman. JDK's web service. Okay, so now we're gonna have the JWK's web service. Okay, and this will be this. So this will, let's bring this down. Let's do 2 JWK's client 5. Point this here. Pull this down. Contains. Goes to here. 5. Okay, and then where are we at? gonna go like this. Let's undo that. Let's just. Okay. Let's bring this over here. Actually, no, let's just undo that. Who cares? Okay. Alright, let's make. JDK is back and back service. Undo 2. Do 5. Okay. What do I need? So there's JWK, JWK. Decode token, decode token. That's calling data auth manager exception. Inner message, auth manager, token manager. Kid ISS subset ID. Fresh token, fresh deal now, but the fresh token access tokens. This is a private key. Okay. Okay. Alright, so there's going to be keys, and then we'll have private, public, generate. So generate will generate a new key. Generates new private, public key pairs. Okay. Five returns public key given kid. Private key. This is public facing JWK memory swap cache. Private backend for service for auth managing and retrieving keys. Okay, got it. NJWalk client, auth, introspect, revoke, token, user info, introspect, authorize. Let me see something real quick. What do we call? Verify token ID, middleware model, authorize, controller state. authorized state converted JSON. I'll get state auth manager scope, SWSI auth, authorized scope, trim, split. Cool. Redirect URL, authorize request. Okay. Authorization, message about request. Introspect, revoke, token, middle. I think it's token maybe. So here, request, it's a post, token. It says gets the token after authentication. Token request, auth token request. Token await auth manager token request result. Exception occurred during token valid request 400. Okay. Okay, so let's go to OAuth manager. Actually, what was the authorize, get it all, redirect here. Require, okay. Has client data, client ID, has client, no. So here actually we're gonna have to, okay, client store. Okay. So there's a client store. Did I do? Redirect URIs includes redirect URI. Auth code, crypto, random users, code, state, story, auth code, redirect. Wait, that's. What was I just looking at? Authorize. It's the token controller, I think, right? Token. Okay. Token request, token request. Okay, grant type code, redirect your client ID, client secret is secret. Authorization code, okay, do some validation, get client data, client ID. Auth code store, auth code exists, this.auth code. Client data, client secret. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we need client data, we got an auth code store. Okay, so we got auth code store. Okay. So this will go to private. Let me see something. Do we use the private key? Client secret state. Token manager, auth code, client store, auth code store. Cool. It's the client store, auth code store. Decode result, decode token. Okay, not yet implemented, not yet implemented. verified token. JWK response. Get JWK. So it looks like we have client store auth codes for taking manager issue. So let's do JWK service secret service. This isn't a good thing. Updated. Let's copy this. Okay. Let's go like this. Whoops. Actually go like this. This goes down to here. Okay, JK wants service. Okay, got that. And man, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Okay, what else do we need? We need two. Okay, we got client store. Auth client service. Okay, got two. Auth admin service. Okay, got issuer JWK storage. Okay, auth client service. Client data service. Okay, and what's that got? That's got client store has client data. Get client data. Get client data has client data. Cool. So it'll be do swap cache db 5. Okay. OAuth token service. Okay. Token manager. Decode token. Generate token, validate token, decode token. Do I want decode token? So we could do generate token, validate token, and decode token. Generate, validate. Generate. Validate. Swap cache D. Okay. Let's make this a little bigger. Can I actually generate, validate? Wait, is it validate? So there's generate, validate, decode, decode. Go like this. Okay. Let's get rid of that. I think this will go like this. Let's go like that. Okay. Auth manager. Let's do 5. This will go to here. Drag that down. Okay. Validate, generate, decode. Okay, what else we got? We got token manager. We got the client manager, token manager, client store, auth code store, JPK store. Token manager, auth code, client store, auth code, token manager. Issuer. And then we'll do 5. This goes like this. Go like that, go like this. Let me get rid of this too. Does validate use public key? Token manager, token manager, token manager. Auth code. Auth code store, auth code exists. Token manager. Token, generate token. Build access token, build ID token, build refresh token, validate token. Decode token, token generator. So validate token, public key, get active JW, public key, verify public key. And this generate. So generate token probably uses private key, get active JWK, JWK kid, access token expire for access token, ID token expire, build ID token expire, request ID data refresh token, build refresh token, JWT sign access token, private key. Okay, so 5. Okay, and then validate and decode use public, right? Build access token, build ID token, build refresh token, validate token, get public key, validate token, validate token, JWK, build public key. So validate's public, decode is just the token. That's decode, validate with public key. Do I even need public key anymore? What's public keys for? Do I need the public key? I'm gonna get rid of this too and just do that, this. Does auth manager itself? Auth manager, Skype redirect URL. That's client data, client circuit, client data. Random UID store auth code. Auth token service. Okay. So where does the auth code store? Auth codes. Did I miss auth client data store? Auth code store. Where is the auth code? Auth code store. Auth code store authorize has client data. Error wait class redirect URLs. Auth code store. Okay, so let's do slash auth code. Generate. Okay, auth code, client ID, redirect URL, scale, state. Get. Get auth code. Generate 5. Get. does auth code exists? Auth code data, get auth code data. Auth code data, generate token manager. Auth code store auth code. Alright, so we got all this. Basically this though is just like taking what I already have and distributing it across services. Having separation of concerns for everything, but I took the code that I had and just, oh wait, with that? Took the code I had and just took out all of the stores and made them their own separate services. So that they can scale independently, but yeah, so let's check it out, make sure we didn't miss anything. Okay, let's make this a little bigger. Let's also add a few things. Let's do in-memory cache. I don't know, do I need to add that? Is that going too deep? Well, they're all, yeah, whatever. Let's just delete it. Because they're all going to probably have in-memory caches anyway, but... Okay, let's, I guess we can get started coding. I'll do this stores put into separate services. Okay, and also let's label this. Steep pin. Whoa, what the heck? Okay, pink. This will be pink too. Send back. Okay. Actually, let's make these a different color. Let's make them green. Make these red, 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 red. And let's make a little John. Private services. Public services. Legend. Let's go put this up here. Sorry. got a little crazy there. And let's make these, oops, green, green. Okay. Okay, so let's get started creating these. So JWK's web service, OAuth web service, OAuth web service. Okay. Let's go to here, not there, let's go to here. I'll leave that open. Let's do LSLA, enter auth services, and auth web services, auth web services. Okay, auth web services, ls, enter. So I have, what do I have? JWK's web service. JWK's secret web. Is it? Is client data part of OAuth or just OpenID? Good question. Is also, let's break it down. OAuth 2 is from an authorization framework for client access. Standard OAuth 2 spec does not define user identity or personal claims. Client data is OAuth refers to the client itself, not the user. Client ID, public identity of client, client secret, private key for connection. Redirect URIs, allowed callback URIs. Skip request permissions. User profile, ename, name, etc. is not part of OAuth, of core OAuth to OpenID. Layer on top of OAuth authentication, ID token, sub, email, name, user, input, endpoint. Additional endpoint of fetch user. So when you hear client data, no IDC, it can mean client data like auth to client metadata. User identity claims which only exist because of OIDC, not plain OAuth purpose authors authentication. What do I name it? OAuth token service, OAuth client data service. Okay, cool. So client data service is data service actually not. Auth client, auth code service. Auth token service generate validate. Let's go. Generate validate decode. Long-term token ID support. What else do we need? Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Assign. Okay, so let's start with what? Morning. So what I'm gonna do is actually cd enter said friendly web service starter. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is npm init. I'm gonna Okay, so I'm just making a template for this. Port, log level, info. So this is the web service config. This was the web service config. Square services. And we'll do P service. Service name. Package name. So I'm putting placeholders so I can easily set this. Vim dot okay, add web service dot ts, add app dot ts, add routers dot ts, or routers, delete, yes. Routers, add our name, router.ts, and controllers, add cname controller.ts. Okay, we'll go to web service, we'll do export interface, service name, web service state, export interface, service name. Let's do SM. P service name. P service name. Web service. Props. Extends. Okay, we gotta go npm install. Swizzy web service at swizzy web /swizzy common at swizzy web /express swizzy web service props. Web service props. Export class P service web service. Extends web service. Constructor props P service name web service props. This will be P web service web service state. Okay, and then this will be super props name P service name web service Okay, so we got that. Let's go to routers. P-name router export interface rename router props. Extends webs router web router state. Router state. Web router. Hey, what's up, Petrazio? What's going on? Our name router extends web router and our name router state. Just tuning in. How's it going? Our name constructor. And this has got to be our. Decided to come and watch you code. Thanks, man. Yeah, I've been working on it. I didn't do much coding today, but I did this design that I'm trying to implement. So threw this all together. This is kind of how it was before with the single service. And then this was an initial thought of how to break it out, and then I saw all of my other stuff coupled in that service, and so I broke it down into different smaller services, hopefully maintaining the same logic. So but right now, so I have these 6 web services I'm going to create. So I'm just making a template right now so I can copy and paste it to have a good starting point, which will be good for me to get out for other people to use it. But it's kind of where I'm at right now. I was creating this template, and I'm gonna make a sed command that replaces, like right here I have our name router. I'm gonna have it replace our name with whatever router name you want, and then go from there. So yeah, web router. So now we want, what is this? P-web service name state. And then props, our name, router props. Yeah, I'm a little concentrated, but you can stick around. I'll answer any of your questions you have. Actually, can you hear me? Oh, you said I sound concentrated. Cool. Sometimes, wait, is this, okay, cool. Sometimes things don't work correctly, so I want to make sure you can hear me. Name will be our name router. Controller class state converter. Export. Yeah, through the blue keyboard. I think, are these blue? I don't know. I forget about all the different keyboard things. Keyboard switch types. Never really got too into it, but it is a mechanical keyboard. Corsair. Oh, dude. Export. This one I always forget. Const our name router state converter. And that'll be a Swizzy state. What is it? Swizzy state. state converter. It's gonna take in p service, like that equals function rname router state converter function. Can I just make it like this? I wonder. Props state converter props. It'll take in the p service. Yep, that one, and then it'll return. I don't know what it'll return. Let's just do this. See if it complains. And then we'll do const logger equals props dot state. Weird. This is going to be used client authentication system, or are you making it as a part of a bigger project? Yeah, so it's going to be for client authenticating. So this is just authorization. So the authentication layer will hook into this basically. But I want it to be pretty generic. I have some ideas for it. But yeah, I'm basically building out a whole. I built out a framework that allows you to build web services really quickly. And so I want to build out like a whole ecosystem of different web services, and then what's it called? Offer them on like some sort of marketplace that I'm planning on creating. I'll actually show you something real quick. So let's go to okay, so I actually created this thing. Let me zoom in. npm install -g at swizzyweb/swerver. So this is so basically I made this framework. I made an execution engine for it. And then I made a web service and web app that allows you to do that dynamically. Aren't there any such modules that others can grab and use for free? Yeah, so I mean, part of it is just I wanted to do it myself. So I at work worked adjacent to another team member who worked on an authorization process with OAuth, and I thought it was pretty cool. So when I was on actually my honeymoon, I looked up the spec and like already had a somewhat of idea how it worked, but looked through the documentation and used like ChatGPT to get like the APIs and stuff like that go through OAuth, and then just kind of built it from scratch. So the version, I'm basically updating the version. I have one that works and I have a login page. But it kind of, if you look here, is this it? How'd I get here? Okay, let me go back. No. Okay. CD, what was it? Auth, CD, ls, CD, auth, services, ls, CD, OAuth, web service. Okay, so if I go in here, I basically have a lot of stuff in here. Well, not too much, but there's some intermingling. But anyway, yeah, I guess to answer your question, I just kind of felt like it. And the other thing is I wanted to integrate really well with my ecosystem. And so I wanted to rebuild it in a way that would fit with it. And then also just like out of curiosity, I wanted to see how the spec worked and implement it myself so I understand that. It's a little overkill, but I'm hoping that like you said, already such modules that others can grab and use for free. I'm hoping that this can be one that people go and grab and use for free. So, and also I don't know if I didn't do much research, but I'm not sure how many different solutions there are that are available. and more recently, I'm afraid I'm trying to keep my dependencies minimal, because of all the supply chain attacks and stuff like that. So that's been really freaking me out, how you can just update a package and it be malicious and then you're screwed. So I'm trying to, like, even where I've used different packages before, I'm trying to see how I can reduce them and reduce the dependencies I rely on, so that I know for sure that, like, everything's either secure or it's my code and I can fix it. But basically protecting against any sort of, like, supply chain attack and any sort of injection people might do to the code. Yeah, trying to build a self-contained. But let me go ahead and show you this one thing. So I installed Swerver. This is on npm, so you can get it too. And to get started, you just run Swerver. Okay, so I already got a service running on a port. Close that out. And then you run Swerver. And I have logging built in, so this is like telling you that the web services are bootstrapped. And yeah, I'm trying to build a self-contained project, yeah. So if I go to localhost 3005, there's a little portal, which you can go and use right now. And it just has the ability to run these services dynamically. So as you can see here, this is like so the nice thing is, like, if you build with it, everything's kind of contained in a class that is then bootstrapped. And so I wrote logic that does right here what you see, and it stringifies the entire web service. So you can see, like, how it's entirely constructed. So it's got, like, the instance ID and name is and if it's installed, the port it's running on, package name and path, and then any routers that are installed. So right now, this is actually, I have to fix this, but the names are coming in as null. But then installed controllers, it stringifies the controllers themselves, tells you what middleware it has, what method it is, the end of the path, like the action, and the HTTP URL, and then just a list of, like, whatever controllers are offered. Not really too useful, but but then the nice thing, so, like, this is a website, and so I'll show you real quick. If I go to localhost 3006, there's nothing running. So I can go ahead and go to this add web service, and so this is a service configuration. This is the same thing that you can have locally and run, but here you can specify, like, the port you want to run on, the log level, and then the services you want to run. And I'll try this real quick. I don't know if it'll work because there's some bugginess to it, but you can then go ahead, and this is an npm package that I created as an example of what you could run. So you can go ahead and install it. So it's installed now, and if you look at the logs, it installs it and shows the logs. And so now if I go to localhost 2006, it's still not running. And I can click deploy and it's added, and then I go here and I have this little site running. It's just a template though. This is like the base template. If you wanted to create your own web service, you can clone it and have a good starting point. It'll look exactly like this and should run. And then if we go back to services, we can now see that the services are showing. This one doesn't have the config because it is the initial one that's bootstrapped. But we can look at the config here for sample front-end web service, and it shows you all of the information I just used to run it, except for it shows the path for the app data route, which I might have to remove. And then again, the service that's serialized, and you can see the names are actually coming through here. So these actually come from the function names. So if you give if you have an anonymous function, they don't show up, but if you give it a name and the function a name, it'll show there. But yeah, so that's that. And this also this is two APIs, two web services running in a bundle. Actually, no, it's not. but it has a controller for getting funny jokes. Click the button and they pop up. Yeah. I see what you mean. I got it. Like a tool that could run demos of a sort without having to hold the services running until you want to actually see the demo. Yeah, so it's like that. Also, it's meant for like deployment management long term, hopefully. So like imagine like you have this here and it's running on a server, a remote server. You'd be able to log in and basically start a service. And then if you click stop service, you go back and it's no longer running, so it stops the actual HTTP listener there. And then again, if I click deploy, it'll be running, and then stop it. One cool thing, let me see if I can do this real quick. One thing is you can have multiple services running on the same port. And you can also specify the path. So if I do like my website here, and I'll change this to 3005, and then do deploy. If I go to localhost 3005/my website, it now pops up there. And so, and refresh here, it's gone. Refresh here, it's there. And then yeah, it's running. So it maintains it uses Express under the hood, and it maintains the app, like the Express app with HTTP listener, and then reattaches all the routes to it as you add or remove them. And then when, say I remove this here, refresh, it keeps the app running as long as there's at least one web service attached. Otherwise, it removes it and then recreates it if you run again. But yeah, so that's kind of how it works. And you can also stack services. So like here, there's the services list. I have the example service. I can also go and do db package name at WYSIWYWEB/swap cache db web service. And then this one, so this is also where you pass arguments. So there's an argument for this, no auth, true. That is required for the startup, unless you, so you can either pass force no auth which disables authorization, or you can provide credentials that you want to use. So now let me go here, not there. Go here, go like that, save that. And then we can do, let's see if this will work. Package name, WYSIWYWEB. Okay, now install. Is it not running? Did I shut it down? Weird. Let me just go. Force no auth true. Okay, installing. Hopefully it installs. Let's see what's going on. Still installing. Okay. Command failed. Prefix. Module require. Module not found. Did I spell it wrong? Would it ideally run on a container somewhere in the cloud? Yeah. So that's another thing. Maybe I can show you. Git OAuth web service, front end, template web service. So yeah, that's the idea. One thing, like you can run it like the way I just did, or the template project has a Docker file, and I think a Docker compose. Yeah, it's got Docker compose, and you could just containerize this and run it in the cloud. Or so I just showed you this failed install, so it's having issues, but I'll show you anyway. So let's do nvim or nvm use 24. So I can do let me clear npm what is it? Okay, so the command is swerve, and then you can do, let me get out of here, cd swerve, and then you give the package name swap cache db web service, and then you give your arguments, so force no auth true. Actually, one sec, let me do maker dbs cdbs and do I'll copy that again. Okay, not sure why that did that. Okay, so you run swerve, give your package name, and then your arguments. So you go like that. Okay, so it's not installed. So install it globally. Also, about the cloud thing, one of my long-term plans that I really want to do is create like a decentralized like service mesh. So instead of running in the cloud, people would be able to join the network, and then the services could be like distributed across like anybody's device, and hosted from there. So that's kind of why I packaged this the way I did, and used part of the reason I used TypeScript, so that people could just like run this. Okay, that didn't work. npm. Wait, hold on one sec. Where is this? Did I not? So I was on my private repository. Okay. Am I spelling something wrong? I do not know nvm which swerve. Very confusing. Why is this on? Let me go back real quick. Maybe npm install -ex fuzzy web swap cache db web service. Maybe I didn't actually install it. The database web service at least. So I also built a database, and originally it was just Express, which is another reason I made this framework, because with like all the dependencies. Okay, so now the database is running. Now if I go to localhost 5, and then the endpoint is db, and I can do size. So now this is a good example. It just shows the table size of 0. But you can basically get my database up and running with that single command. I did multi-threading recently. I actually read an article about it. If you're interested, I can paste in the chat. None of this is a corporate secret. This is all my own personal stuff. But yeah, it's private right now, just in my own personal repo. But yeah, eventually I might release it. I kind of want to release it. A lot of people are skeptical about making databases in TypeScript. Yeah, I wrote that article. This is my blog. Let's see, where is it? Where did I go? Yeah, this is my blog. So I have some stuff in here. I just write about what I've been doing really in my free time. I have one article on like Jensen Huang saying that people shouldn't go into coding and things like that. But yeah, I have some stuff here. I don't know how well written it is. Like, I know throw it together really fast, but I want to get like the ideas out there. Try to make it pretty low level, so I have like diagrams and things like that. I talk about different database features and things like concepts and stuff that I go through, and then I have test results from it. So it actually did pretty well. It got about 5,600 requests per second. And then I talk a little bit about how queries were blocking the entire event loop. So as a result from that, basically requests were completely failing on gets while the queries were running, and the latency was huge and throughput was really low. So the test didn't even finish, so I just canceled it. But yeah. He was artificial before. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I guess I got a little sidetracked. But yeah, always happy to talk about what I'm doing. Let's go back. Okay, I remember what I was doing. I was creating the template somewhere. Props. It should be logger. Why? State converter props. What? State uninstalls. Okay, one sec. State. Okay, I don't know. I thought logger was in here. What? Squizzy. Why is that an issue? What's that say? So, requires 2 arguments. Oh, okay, I got it. Whoops. And it's gonna be pweb p route state. Where? What the hell? function. Okay, it's missing function. Okay, and then we'll go up here, import, request, type, request, type, response, type, next function from Fuzzy Webs, express, npm install save Fuzzy Webs express. Need to fix that. I got this TS ignore, John. Oh, no reason to distract me. It's all good. It's good to... Glad someone's actually watching. Our name, state converter, and then controllers, and then what else do I need? Middleware, and I need something else. Get this TS ignore. Okay, middleware, state converter. What else do I need? Props, our name router, web controller classes, middleware, internal type, web controller classes, middleware never is missing. I'm confused. Our name router, web controller classes, never, middleware, never. Okay, I know. I think that's just because they're just empty arrays. So let's go and do CNAME. Okay, let's do export interface, CNAME, controller, state, copy that, like that. Class. Extends web controller our name router state our CNAME controller state. Okay. Constructor props CNAME controller props. Now we need to go here, make this props extends web controller props. Web controller init props. Web controller props. And this will be our name router state. Is that it? No, I gotta go CNAME controller state. Our name router state, CNAME controller state. Constructor. Oops, not that. Super that props name CNAME controller path let's do CNAME. Let's do method request method dot get, I guess. Middleware, state converter, CNAME state converter, and then do export. We get the last one. Just copy this. CNAME controller. Okay. Controller state. Router state. CNAME controller state. Controller. Non-abstract class. Okay, and then this gotta be public async get initialize controller const get state equals this dot get state dot bind this const logger equals this dot logger return function ref request res response. Let's do CNAME controller function. So logger dot info CNAME controller hit res dot send. Okay, get state converter import. Request is not assignable. I gotta do return function. I already did that. It's gotta be async controller CNAME controller state. What did I spell wrong? Oh, okay, this is this is wrong. Get rid of that. And we're all good. And this has to be async classes, CNAME, controller. Okay. If I just get rid of this. Nah, that's not even it. What is it? Name, state converter. And it should be web service, state. Okay, I know it is. It's gotta be path. And this will be what do we do? Our name. Let's do that. Okay. Got that. Let's just do next function. Just do next. That way it's non-blocking. Implementer can fill it in. Next. Okay. Got that. P service name web service. Okay. These are going to be JS. Okay, controller. Name router. JS. Okay, app. Web service. Router classes. Our name router. One of the cool things is I made it so that you pass in just the class. So it kind of reads pretty nicely. And then the web service and the controller initializes everything. So the web service will initialize our name router, and then the router will initialize the CNAME controller. Then you can add middleware. Let me go ahead, see what I did here. Okay, let's go to web service. Okay, I didn't do it there. Probably did it here. Let's go to web service. So these are all standard input, standard middlewares I offer. No worries. It's always good to learn. Nobody starts off knowing what they're doing. Just keep trying and you'll get there someday. I was really bad at first. Things took a while, but if you're interested in it, you're gonna go a long way. Are you going to school? Let's go npm vim ts config. Oh wait, node. Authorization next. No worries. You can always catch up. With ChatGPT, you don't even have to know the code really, but it's definitely very rewarding when you do know what you're doing. Although this config right here is a nightmare to figure out. I still don't know what everything does. I guess, is that the default? Okay. From East Europe, I imagine. Oh, yeah. That sucks. Well, I don't know. I don't live there, so. But I know that European countries don't, like, it's not, like in the US you can make like a ton of money being a programmer, but then compensation in Europe is way lower. But then you get like 2 months off a year or something, but I don't know. Where's out there? And dist. What else do I need? True. Okay, let's give it a shot. Let's do npm build. That's not good. Things are changing everywhere though, and it doesn't seem to be good anywhere. The nice thing about knowing all the code is you can make your own stuff. And you can do what I do and make stuff that nobody wants except me. For free. Okay. Oh, it doesn't print it? Oh, jeez, okay. We need, let's do out there dist, out file, make declaration. Yes. Okay. What's dist? Now I got our declaration files. And then if I do swerve, oh, yeah, no, I'm not trying to copy somebody else's work. Yeah. I mean, you can copy my work. Part of me doing this is so that other people start using the framework and see how it works so that they could have some examples. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I actually don't have a job right now. But I'm trying to make my own. That's why I'm building all this stuff. Okay, so the one thing we're missing is the entry point in app.ts. So we'll do export function get web service. Spelled a little weird. We'll take in props and then we'll do web. What did I name it? P service name web service. P service name web service. Get props. I'll just do build props. I don't know if that's the right name. Don't tell me streamer and YouTuber. I don't think that's gonna work out, considering right now you're the only person watching me. I started this when I did have a job, just because, I don't know, wanted to see if anyone was interested in watching, and just did it for fun. I don't make any money off this. Someday maybe, but I don't know if that's even my goal. I just kind of like coding, and I figured I might as well stream it while I'm doing it. And part of that's hoping that other people will like it and maybe get involved and code themselves. But in this here, needs a base interface because I have to remember all this stuff every time. Don't you look at? Yeah, Mashup. Yeah, I just left like 2 weeks ago. So I was there for 6 years. I was at Amazon. So I'm taking some time to just relax. And the idea is that I want to build my own startup. Um, so it's kind of where I'm at. I'm trying to give that a shot. And then if that doesn't work out, I'll start lead coding again and apply for other jobs. But right now I'm really trying to make this work. So I'm building every day and trying to get something built that people might actually want. Yeah. App log level. What else do we need? Logger, iLogger, any. Yeah, that's it. So let's go. Import application from Swizzy web slash Swizzy common. Okay. And service RX will be left empty. We'll do return new web service. What was it? P service name web service. I'll do props. And then we gotta do state const state equals this. This will be P service name web service state equals that. State argument type okay. Is missing what? Is there a grand plan, sell points, etc.? You can't be just program because you can. What happened? Sell points. Is there a grand plan? Sell points. I mean, I'm partially programming just because I can, but I have some ideas for how I'll go about it. One is this framework I'm using right now. I'm trying to build out. I built it out. It's pretty good now. So the idea is I'll start making products. But I'm kind of the OAuth thing is kind of important, so I can have some sort of authorization, authentication. But the idea is I'll build out this will be a platform basically. Anybody who builds a Swizzy web service will be able to sell it on my marketplace. And I'll build first party applications. I actually have some. Let's see, let me install one real quick. -e at Swizzy web /swap, not swap cache. Swizzy tube web service. Forget if I have this set up right or not. Yeah, I do. Okay, and then we can do swerve at Swizzy web /Swizzy tube web service. It ran. I forget what arguments this takes even, but logo is 2005. So I have this here. I don't have the back end running right now, so I can't really show you, but this is Swizzy Tube. It's a kind of like YouTube. And you can upload videos, and then in Discover and Home, it'll show the list of videos, and you can watch them. Maybe I can. Let me see. Okay, maybe I can, off the top of my head, think about how I did this. So actually, I got to do npm install -g at Swizzy web /swap cache db web service at 0.6.5. So let me go. Katia issues there. Swizzy tube. So I didn't even do it. Yeah, so I need to do better documentation, but if I look in here, so that's dumb. Get sample funny. Wait, is there another branch? Okay, I think that my latest version. Oh, you know what? I know it is. There's another one. Swizzy video. Okay, so there's actually 3 services. So web service config. So this is the web service config I was talking about. So you can have services. So this one's a stack that uses 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sub-services, but it all runs on port 3005. Actually, it doesn't. The base runs on 3005. Swap cache DB1 runs on 3006. The comment DB runs on 3007. And then comments runs here. So I don't feel like doing all of this right now, but I can do a demo some other time. But the idea is I made like a YouTube type thing. It has comments, so you can leave comments on the videos. But again, like, ready, like, I don't know, like, you go home, you go upload. So upload, like, this is what I want authorization for. I want to be able to restrict access to this page, so that, like, I could upload videos, but other people couldn't. So that's kind of what the need for the authorization and authentication. But yeah, again, like, the idea is that, like, anybody could go to my marketplace and run this themselves, and then, like, and then also run it on their home network. And then I want to have, like, a network that people can connect peer-to-peer on. So I could be running my own Swizzy tube with my own videos. Somebody can be running their own. And then I would have, like, basically like a Google type thing, like an indexer, where you could go to, like, the main page, and then it'll surface, like, different videos from other, like, people's Swizzy tubes. And then, like, instead of going, like, say to YouTube and everything being on their servers, you would just connect to that person's server, and then you could watch their videos. Kind of like, in a way, like, making the web more decentralized like it used to be. And part of that idea is so that we don't have things like where the cloud goes down and the entire internet goes down. Basically, everything would be up independently. So potentially, like, one person's server could go down, but all the other ones would remain up and accessible. So that's kind of the idea, is, like, make a distributed, decentralized internet, and have a lot of redundancy. And also part of it too is yeah, I mean, I'll show you. So the whole thing is called Swizzy Web. So this is it. Basically, that's the name for the ecosystem, and then Swizzy Web Service is, like, the core framework for creating web services. Swerve is a bootstrapping engine, like what I'm using to run it, and then Swerver is, like, what I showed you, the web portal for managing it. They're not all Swizzy, but I mean, they don't have to be Swizzy, but I'm keeping it, like, consistent so that when I do launch the marketplace and have third-party creators, you'd be able to figure out, like, which ones were first party created by me, or if I start my company, like, the company. And everything is prefixed, like, in npm, these prefixes with the @ symbol, are like namespaces. So I'm releasing all my stuff under @SwizzyWeb and Swerve, or like whatever the name of the package is. That way you can also like tell if I created it or not. Nobody else can publish to this name, so it's kind of, when you use it, you know it's coming from me or somebody who works with me. And this is what I just showed you, and then I have just a bunch of other stuff, some contact information. But yeah, it's in the beginning. I started this like a year or two, probably a year and a half ago, on Twitch, live streaming, and then it kind of just, yeah, it is cute. Kind of made it more production ready. So, but yeah, I'm not gonna do this one right now. I can show it some other time. And I don't know why. What did I do here? Web service. Did I name logger incorrectly? Oh, port. And then at TS ignore. Okay, and then, alright, so now I should run Swerve. Nope, still not running. Oh, npm on build Swerve. Cool, now it's running. Why did that do that? Oops. Cool, and we got the API coming through, and yeah, cool. Okay, so let's do git status, git init, and readme.md. This is gonna be, what is it? Admin package.json. Let's see, service products. Let's go to here, go to Swizzy View. Oh no. When will you work on your super engine? Brother will take over the app world. Am I still online here? What's going on? Why is this not loading? I know why. Dude, I don't know what's going on, but Chrome gets so messed up for me. Oh, you know what? This thing is so annoying. Settings. Actually, go to HSTS. Clear HSTS Chrome. There we go. Let me go like that. Let me bookmark this. Done. Whoops. cozzyweb.com, and we'll go to here. Still not working. Oh, is it because it, okay. There we go. Let's do, there's no readme, weird. Let's go to front end, word front end web service, front end template web service. Running. Let's do this. I'm gonna get rid of that because that doesn't exist. Okay, this is the readme. Git status. Git ignore. Dist. Add modules. Git status. And git ignore. App data. Logs. Git status. Git and cool. Git status. Git commit. Initial commit. Git status. I'm gonna get ChatGPT to help out here. Let me close this. ChatGPT. Stay logged out. Give me. I have a template library that has placeholder strings in it. Can you write me a third command that replaces all strings as follows? A script that uses third to what you cooking? I'm making right now. I am working on a template project for my framework. So let me just bring up something real quick. So basically I came up with this design for an OAuth service. And it's comprised of a bunch of microservices that'll build for my framework. So each one of these boxes are independent web services. So I'm gonna have to create a package for each of them. And I don't want to have to, I want a template so that I can start at a good starting point for each of them, instead of writing everything from scratch. Oh, you can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Hold on, let me see if I can, I gotta, here's a way I can make this better. Maybe I should get a headset. I don't have a headset. Yeah, so I built this, or I designed this collection of microservices. And so I'm trying to build them. And to do that, I created the template. Let's see. Yeah, so the template, let's see, vim dot, why am I doing it? I don't know, mainly because I feel like it. Secondly, it's I kind of need it. So it's an authorization web service, so it's like how I can, after authentication, create a token so that when that token's provided to me in a web request, I would know the identity of the user providing it to me. So it's kind of like, I don't. Are you familiar with like authentication and things like that, and sessions and like maintaining like when you're signed into? Okay, so yeah, so it's an OAuth service. Yeah. So you know, so basically that. And I like my framework is for building web services, so this will be one of them that you can run. And it's just going to be like you're going to be able to plug into it when you're creating a new web service and use it as your like backend authorization service. And I plan on having like a marketplace where you can download all of these things and integrate them into your projects. So for me, I mean, I just showed a little earlier, like I have, I mean, there's one web service I made. But I need to like gate like certain features, like that, like admin features and things like that. Am I talking about it like Clerk? What's Clerk? I don't know what Clerk. Clerk does auth. So Clerk, multi-factor auth. Probably not quite entirely like this. This looks like it does a little more than just OAuth. It does bot and brute force detection, password key protection. But yeah. Clerk.dev. Clerk.dev. This is clerk.com. Oh, this is different. Oh wait, no, it just went clerk.dev goes to clerk.com. Okay. Oh yeah, I mean, I am yeah, this like this type of flow here, I do plan on making like that type of thing, like a login thing, but it could just be like an OAuth provider, kind of like you see like the Google here in the GitHub, continue with GitHub. It could be like continue with my OAuth service. But differently than that, it's going to be made so that you can self-host it yourself. And then I'll also probably offer like a SaaS where all of these web services that I'm creating, you could use as just SaaS services. Or I'm thinking of having like maybe a subscription program or some sort of thing where you can license the actual like raw code itself or the packages themselves and get set up and running on-prem or in the cloud or whatever you want to do. Yeah. Well, so I actually I created the OAuth service. I mean, to create something like Clerk, yeah, it would take a while. But is that I did get like an end-to-end flow working with it. But I'm just refactoring it now basically because it kind of got a little big, I guess, and like multiple concerns. So I'm trying to break it out so it could be more maintainable. So yeah, that's where I'm at. But as far as this goes, I don't even know where I'm at anymore. Okay, so this is a template, so I'm just naming things like P service, and I'll replace these with with like surd to replace them. Okay, and I'm using ChatGPT for this because I don't feel like doing it. Get ingest and then explain the issue. Go to Gemini to get Gemini 3 for free. Let's see, you can also go to vibe coding auth. Oh no, I'm not vibe coding auth. I'm vibe coding the template, like the template generation. Don't ask ChatGPT for advice. Yeah, it is way too nice. Replace all strings of. I do even have ChatGPT Premium. This is just my streaming account, so I'm not signed in. I'm not like a super power heavy AI user. I also don't like I don't have any IDE plugins or anything. I don't like AI being in my IDE and typing for me. I don't even really copy and paste usually the code. I mean, I did earlier, but I typically like get an example and then adapt it to what I need because I don't trust it. Aside from like, it's really like it writes parsers pretty decently, and parsers are like so easy to like mess up anyway. So it could probably do a better job than I can. But okay, I'll try AI Studio, but I already started typing it in ChatGPT, so I'll start with this and then I'll see if it works. And then I'll move over. Service. Control A. Just Control A. Yeah, Studio Control A. Control T, then F6 and ASCII.com and tab 5X and enter twice and tab twice and control. It's a lot of clicks. Alright, yeah, just give me a second. I'll test between them. And take in controller action. And replace all CM. CM controller state. Is that everything? There is also a find. No, that's not what I want to do though. I want to have a script that you run locally and it replaces it. I don't want it to update the AI to update it. I want it to be so that you can clone the repository and like run a single command and be up and running. So I'm asking AI to generate that script. Okay, let's copy this. Does it have, okay, here we go. Packaging, card bars, okay. And usage. Without, you're using ChatGPT 5.1, bruh. Yeah, let me see how bad it is. What should I name it? I don't even know how to use pip3. I thought like I knew Python, but last time I had to use it, it was a nightmare. Employees holders dot what is the script in bash? Yeah. Sh. Boom pip 3 installed. You just do that sudo apt install pip. It'll understand it. Yeah, but like I ran into something with like virtual environments. So like, I tried to install stuff, and granted it was on my work Mac, and I might have messed it all up. So change run 777 replace placeholders. Okay. Let's take the Alright, I don't think this is working. Cool. Get status. Get status. What the heck? Oh shoot. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh, fuck. I think it just overrode the git directory. Damn it, that sucks. Alright, let me see if it works. I'm doing on build user router.js. Controllers. Whoops. Source controller. It did not do it. That sucks. Alright, let's see. Write me a script to reverse this. See if it does it. User example. Then to say there's placeholders. It did not work. Yeah. I mean, it's somewhat worked, but not as good as I hoped. So now, I told it to write a script to reverse it. So hopefully that works. I'll try. Oh, sick. Ooh. Okay, so now I learned my lesson. Let's go to the let's go create new repository. This is called sed said friendly web service. Let's do starter. And template web service with placeholders and script to inject custom naming. Create git push -users. Cool, now it's backed up. Okay. Okay, I'll do your thing now. What'd you say? I'm telling you how to do it, bro. It's the public live ID, what I did. So good at AI Studio, it did not work. Okay, AI Studio. Chat with models. It's developer building. Which one should I do? Featured Gemini 3 Pro preview. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'll copy the same prompt. Save your conversation. Place temporary chat. I have to save it to my Google Drive? They're just trying to get me to use more storage. Although I have the 2 terabytes now with whatever that plan is, the AI plan, but that's the only reason I got the AI plan. Did you give it a file? No, because I have a whole bunch of files. Please ensure this ignores the .git directory. Git ingest does turn your repo into one file. Okay. I thought it was expanded. Here's updated script. I've updated find command to use prune. This is safest and it's efficient way to get ignore git. It tells the script's complete and you're entering the git directory. Okay. Okay, let's copy that. Said friendly LSLA, vim, placeholder. change mod 77. Placeholders Gemini. Give me an example usage. Validate inputs, missing part arguments, type $, set dash move, place, setup, template.sh. Okay. Ooh. Looks like it might have worked. And it'll be, what was the example command? Shop product API, product catalog, service, product router, products, product controller. Okay, so we do products and get inventory. Cool, it's working. And let's see, thanks for the recommendation. That one worked a lot better than ChatGPT. Get status, so you get diff, shop product API as a service. Yes. So is the web shop product API, shop product API, shop product API. Oh, okay. Please also add package description that replaces p description. Where did I see that? Description p description. Yeah, me too. Let me do get status, get add setup template.sh. Looking to get ingest the generalize. Let's do this. Get status. Get add. Get commit. And initial setup template. Add initial setup template generated by Gemini. Needs to be updated for package description. git remove source. Git remove source. Git restore source. Git status. Git restore dot git status. And package.json. Git status. Git now package.json. Git restore staged place reverse. Git status, git commit, remove fuzzy web prefix from p. Remove fuzzy web namespace from package name. Git status. So do you do this as a hobby or trying to be an entrepreneur? A little bit of both. I was doing it for a hobby for a while. Now I'm trying to do it hopefully as a startup, but we'll see what happens. Let me do okay, and go here, copy this. Example usage. Why should I use Swerve? Because it helps you run it really easily. I mean, there's a bunch of reasons, but one, you can get up and running with a single command. Two, it has service stacking, which means that you can have multiple different web services that you run in parallel on the same port and host. So you can keep your services really small, like microservices, but you can run them basically as a monolith. And then if you ever need to, since your services are basically really small and isolated, you could always just migrate them to a separate host or even a separate port. Yeah, I can give a little demo. Let me just do this real quick. Check it out. Ready? Actually, git status. npm run build. npm run server. Cool, it worked. Git status. Git add template. Setup template. Git status. In package.json. Shopify API dist add module API. Okay. Git status. Git commit. Update to support configuring description. Update setup template.shg support configuring the package description in the package.json. Git push. Okay, let me see. Let me take a look at your thing. I literally read about this. Generic where'd that go? Okay, copy that. What'd you say? Read the site and tell me if it's worth using on it. Also tell me if it looks good as well. X just got my LTD set up 2 days ago. What's LTD? Oh, yeah, hold on one sec. Oh, limited, okay. Private company limited by shares. Okay, cool, that's cool. Let me see where what's this? It's UK version of an LLC. I just got my, oh, sick, dude, congrats, that's awesome. I need to get my LLC. So what's it do? We replace the agent with automation. Generic alternatives is distributed sourcing automation logistics. One platform designed to replace the traditional China-based sourcing engine model with data-driven workflow. Okay. What we do, we replace the manual sourcing agent with transparency. Client A24. So what's it do? Built, not bought. We don't run intelligence. We host it. Bare metal open source. What is bare metal open source infrastructure? Uh, 20 is built on metal. 20 is built. Are you so fixed inference costs? So you leasing out compute for AI models or? AI-driven assistance. Oh, cool. Bootstrapped and profitable, self-funded, and like that. Truth global. Cool, that's cool. I want to basically be able to spin up my own employee for any business. That's pretty cool. Cheers. Yeah, cheers, man. Here, I can show you actually, maybe I can show you some of my other projects that like show actually what my thing can do. So let's go video. I'll clone everything down. Let's go, so I got that. Maker video, CD video, git clone. Okay, got that. Go back. Swizzy tube. So also my thing's backend and front end, so I have a full stack version too. I'll demonstrate real quick. Git plan. And then let's go to cd Swizzy video web service npm install. I might have to install ffmpeg. That's fine. Remove package log. This is my own package, so I'm not too worried about the checks I'm mismatching. I don't know. Open source agents, they cost money though. Like, I have some models running on my server, and they run pretty slow. And I don't have a graphics card though, but I do have 56 virtual cores. Nice. Oops, wrong one. Remove modules package. What else do we got? ls and web service config. Swizzy web service. Actually, don't need that. Package. Okay, update read. Comments cd. What's the K stand for in BYOK? What am I looking for? Comment. Okay. CDs, Swizzy, comment. Oh my gosh, package locked and new models are everything installed. Cool, says tour built. I bring it on key. Cool. Swizzy comment. npm run build. Okay. Alright. So let's see swerve in action. So swerve, hopefully this works. Cool. Alright, so ready? I just ran the swerve command. That's how you get it set up. I have a configuration that has all of the microservices running, or that need to be run. So I can go then and show you actually. Localhost 2005. So this was YouTube, a little YouTube clone I made. So you can upload. Let me get a video. Actually, let's do private comma feed cobalt. Okay. Cobalt tools API product include privacy. Next page, nah. That's for the what you love. Cobalt API documentation. API key authorization. Alignment. Tunnel session. Okay, API schema. All keys except for URL optional. Value options are separated by slash. And this is request body application JSON. This session get provides basic instance info. How do I do this? Authentication. Okay, let's go inspect. Let's go to console. Fetch. Upload. Post. Are the URL option values provided separate? Application not a fan. You can, if you ask me. Okay, method body. YouTube.
Yesterday, the world entered panic.
Connecting to Visor font. Okay, one sec. Let's go back here to F12. Bad request. Response. Body. Satisfied. Oh yeah, let's go ChatGPT. Example knowledge request. Cobalt. Cool. What just happened? 400 bad requests. When are we going? Pick on duration of services. Oh, API, JSON. Alright, I'm just gonna try this in the console. It's because I have HTTPS. Specific. Alright, we're gonna go to download YouTube videos. YouTube. Let's just download 480p. Okay, let's go. it's taking a while. Anyway, where were we? Here. Just got the upload. Just need a video to upload. Where is it? This is super slow. Okay, cool. Let's open the folder. Okay. Where is it now? So I got the video. We will go ahead and go here, and we'll do fire ship video, and then we'll choose the file, videos, upload, file uploaded. If we go to the console, oops, you'll see that it got the video, it uploaded records in the database, it started a workflow to process the video, and then it generates a thumbnail, and then completes basically. And so if I go to discover now, you can see the videos there with the little what's it called, screenshot or thumbnail, and you click on it and it starts playing. There's no audio, sometimes audio doesn't work. Also, so this is a web service. There's a back-end web service for this. There's a front-end web service you see, and then there's also this comment section. It's not flushed out yet perfectly, but you can leave a comment, and it I don't have any like refresh, which isn't good, but if you refresh, the comments there, the styling sucks. It's got some up and down buttons that don't do anything yet because I don't have any rating system set up. Oh, see the thumbnail? It's right here. Let me see if I can zoom in. Right there. It uses FFmpeg to generate it. You need to use a sync engine. What do you mean? Oh, for the comments, you mean? Yeah. Honestly, it doesn't even have to be that complex. All I have to do is like, I mean, ideally there would be some sort of state management, but I could do something as easy as like, once you post a comment, reload all of the comments, which isn't very ideal or performant, but it's a quick workaround. I just only spent like probably an hour on this entire thing, so. Oh yeah, the convex. I don't like convex. I hacked somebody using convex, and yeah, so I hacked somebody using convex. So I don't really want to use it. But maybe I could. I don't know. Maybe I could look in it. So yeah, so convex is the one that does two-way sync with the database, right? So you write to local storage and it automatically pushes back to the database. Oh, I don't know if you shouldn't use it or if it's the way that they implemented that it was an issue. It probably was just the way they implemented it. Um, but basically, uh, a pretty famous YouTuber has a site that uses it. And if you went into developer tools, there was in the local storage some data there that I figured out was synced with Convex. Um, no comment, but if you change that field, it syncs with the back end, and in some sort of way, it kind of treat like it kind of links it to a profile, which is used to yeah, I don't like him either. I mean, I don't know. He I don't know. He's fine, but yeah, the ad reads are annoying. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I feel I don't know. But but anyway, yeah. So when you change this field, it was like basically an identifier for like an account, and when you changed it to another random number, it reset your token count. Um, so yeah. So once I saw that, I was like, uh, yeah, I have a Discord here. Let me send it to you. Nobody's really in it yet, but let me send you the link. I abused it for like a little bit, and then I like reported it to them on Twitter because I had no other way of like communicating with them. And then nobody responded. I only gave them like 8 hours, but I really wanted to post it on YouTube. So uh, so on YouTube, or not on YouTube. Once I posted on YouTube, like 20 minutes later, one of the developers for their team reached out on Twitter and asked me to take it down. So I did. Just because, like, if it was me in that situation, I would want somebody to take it down for me. And I didn't really want to, like, screw them over that hard. I just thought it was, like, I was excited I found a hack and wanted to show people and get, like, probably get views. Oh, cool. Let me add you. Um, but basically, I don't know. Anyway, they reached out. I took it down, and then like I asked if like I wouldn't like I don't know. I asked if I could like talk to the creator, and basically I got like nothing out of it. So, um, kind of feel like putting the video back up, but honestly, I don't think they fixed it yet. Um, yeah, I'm more of a back end guy. I started like full stack where they put me towards the front end. Uh, uh, hold for message. Oh, I'll let that one go. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I'm more back end just because like I don't like making things look good, and I started in the days of jQuery, um, and I actually like jQuery. I mean, I don't know. It was a mess, but at least it was simple. Oh, you're a video editor. Cool. Nice. Um, but yeah. So. Wait. Hold on. Let me add you to the Discord. I didn't know I had approvals on this. Maybe later. What's going on? Moderators only. I don't. What is going on? You. You know what? I know you sure off. Yeah, I need to work on the front end for sure. AI basically generated this front end. Um, where is how do I find members? Create channel. I do not get settings. Moderation. Members. Pending. There we go. Approve. Okay, you should be good for the Discord now. Yeah, I don't know design at all. I mean, as far as like, I thought this looked pretty good, but it does also look like every other AI generated website. Like I saw another website, it used this exact same gradient design of like dark purple to light purple on the right. But one thing I will say is I was able to do it super fast versus writing it myself. But yeah, I guess it does look bad if it looks vibe coded, especially if I'm selling software. You kind of want those people to not be vibe coding all their stuff, so I should take some time and make it look better. But I just been so focused on building out the actual technology that I haven't really came back to it for a while. Dribble.com. Cool. Are these like themes? This is like crashing. Closing that out. Yeah. I'm gonna type in like I don't know. Oh yeah, I did do the design for the all service. Here, but I like doing designs. Yeah. I used to just use Bootstrap for everything, but did Bootstrap they got rid of their template marketplace, I think, but I guess the main thing is still going, right? This was pre React. This one, the Bootstrap one. Oh, the dribble. I don't know, dude. This site is like freezing my computer though. I don't know what it's doing. Like it's so like this is authentication setup. Do you have to pay for this? I don't know about that, especially just copy images. Yeah, but I don't know. I may actually like pay this guy to do this. I don't want to steal his work. Just good automation website, yeah, for free. Don't be more. Well, yeah, but it also might be illegal, so I don't know. touch. Cool. Yeah, maybe I'll keep this in my notes. How do I make a note? I'll do it in, I know what I'll do. Cool, just make a note there. If every massive billion-dollar app can steal our info from scraping them, I don't care. So yeah. Well, I guess the way I see it is I'm kind of a small developer, so I would want people to support me. So then I want to support other people as well. Sure, like, yeah, I mean, if you're going to steal from Google, that's fine. But if it's like this guy who's just like a solo guy building this, Aaron with Tolio, might be nice to help him out. I don't know how much it costs, but I probably won't pay for it anyway, but yeah, it is the internet. I don't know. But anyway, I am, yeah. But, let me see. I think, I'm gonna call it quits for the day. Also, if you want, I have, where is it? I have a blog as well. I posted, about my database I made. And I have a bunch of other articles on here as well. Cool, thanks, man. It's good. Thanks for watching. People don't usually watch, so I'm just sitting here like talking to myself, but it's good to meet you. Have a good one. Sick. Cool. I'm gonna, where's the control? Alright. Peace. Nice to meet you too.